Welcome to National Signing Day. Once you've selected your school, your college football career begins. If you have aspirations to see the field early, pay close attention to the depth chart. And even if you didn't get your dream scholarship, you can be a walk on at any school. Plus, there's always the transfer portal if you need a change of scenery down the line. Now it's time to pack your bags and head off to college. Good luck on your career. I'll be rooting for you. Oh, and before I go, welcome to your freshman year. It's time to spend the skill points you have already earned to upgrade your player. Additionally, each week, you will need to manage your workload. Activities like practice will earn you coach trust. And as your coach trust increases, you can improve your spot on the depth chart and gain more play calling flexibility. Now, let's get to work.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And there's a little something more in the air than a gentle breeze off the Black Warrior. It's the opening of another Crimson Tide football season under the lights in Bryant-Denny Stadium. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give out of the gun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense...
On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to pass it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Finley. Pressure coming. He's got the back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. Grabs it in the middle. Makes the catch and knocked down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Bunch formation for these receivers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback is snowed under.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And you've already sent your punt around 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Unloads it left. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I did a great job seeing the motion coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's Finley. Fires to the big fella. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Nice job by the defense there.
As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener but won the national championship. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Takes the handoff. It's Keith. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bulls headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down. The sure hands, it's Atkins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous... Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really...
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Man, when I... First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Makes a man miss. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Brown wants to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He's loose down the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before... South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Offense set on first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to...
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the pot.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. First down for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy's been able to do throughout his career.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. Offense getting set for first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Give to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first down.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
The pirouette on the run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, yeah, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you.
Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman, kept his eyes in the right place and made the play. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, And then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
The offense set for a first down play. Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. They're trying to get to him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They've got the screen set up. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, look, that wasn't a
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Green. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass, it's Van Dyke. Got his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll call timeout. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Williams.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking at it to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to pass, it's back. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love...
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Now the play fake. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Etienne. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
That is a really good looking.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for them. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's back. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's dealt. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find. Line gets set. First down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Leaves it with the back. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Humphries. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a great job.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Keep it on the ground. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And one. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Sweet feet on the move. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20. Pickup of 5 to the 19. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the deep. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But
Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't... On first down, here comes this offense. The lone back's got it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the foot down. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Young. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on.
Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
They're able to find.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
On second down, looking again to throw. He's got an open man. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking for room. It's Alexander. Got room at the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. It's as if these guys have been allergic to the end zone. They'll try to overcome it on 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Trying to punch it in. Good, solid tackle.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points.
Offense set on first down. Johnson looking to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Snagged on the outside, it's Stowers. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
A nice job.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. Touchdown! Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team did.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, 2 teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the ground, it's Sanders. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point.
First down for this offense. Give to the running back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after they kept...
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And the offense clearly saying, we want...
Offense getting set for 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Keeps it going. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Daron Paynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. They want to get this defense on its heels. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. If you give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The offense set for a first down play. Hold and finds his man on the left. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job.
Oh, the ball squirts out. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to call.
First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry up. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a...
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain, he just gets it back to the 2. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Right back to him on the ground. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense is about...
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important...
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it in. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 1st and 10 from their own 17. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the counter. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The ball's moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good.
Line gets set, 1st down. Motion from the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
A nice job of awareness on defense.
The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of